Are here for our upper bracket finals, NAVI versus MINESKI. The Oracle is a very strong hero against it in lane, both the disarm and the purge.
Absolutely, as well as just being able to purge your own team.
Yeah, they're going on to the Jakiro here. Can they actually do anything to help him out? They do get the shackles out. They're healing him a little bit. They haven't quite brought him down, and it is actually going to be first blood going back the other way. Ajit a little bit out of position, and he gets brought down. Febby now also being chased. Nothing that Boogie can really do. Febby does try for the stun. Nice dodge from Crystallize, and they will secure themselves a secondary kill.
The Manta into the Skadi, even Boots of Travels and Lincolns, and I think Lincolns is a pretty good item here.
Well, all right, Magnifier coming out. This is some damage. They are going to look to focus down Ninja Boogie first since he is the saving support. They also trap him inside of the Mass Serpent with lots of ultimates committed from Navi, but it's only the one kill, and Crystallize is actually looking for a little bit more, just scouting in the trees. Not having the Doom, they are looking for this fight. Chu TP's in, going to try and pincer them somewhat. They've also got the Doom already up onto the high ground. He gets rooted, getting somewhat isolated away from his team. The Shrine is helping to keep him alive a little bit longer, but Navi, they just don't have everybody here just yet.
Happy to just retreat for a little bit. In an ideal world, Navi wants that Doom to go on.
Well, all right, somewhat of an awkward engagement. Blizzy runs forward out of the tree, taking a lot of damage. Crystallize there to back him up. Gets out a nice boundless strike as well. The Jakiro helping him out. They do have the lockdown onto the Razor. Can they keep KP alive? Boogie does have that false promise. Gets him out of the shackle, and Moon is actually jumping in, looking for a little bit more. The Stone Gaze coming out, trying to protect their captain. Misha is going to be, will be brought down, but they're looking towards Moon. He won't look at the Medusa, but he's just getting punched in the back, and they do lose Ajit a little bit of time up on the high ground. He got hit by the Stone Gaze. Crystallize still inside of his ultimate, so he's got plenty of armor, but it finally fades now as Ajit starts to lay in with the auto attacks. Choose the first target. Can they finish him off? They will manage to do so, but they've also lost 2 cores. It feels as though Moon just traded his life for the Jakiro, and that really, to me, does not seem very worth it. Now Febby in a little bit of danger mid, making the cute play, but Blizzy just finds him out straight away and brings him down.
So that it's only a position 5 that goes down.
If he doesn't have his ultimate, so not a huge deal. And they do actually find out Chu. That's going to start the fight. They bring down the Shadow Shaman very quickly. He does have a buyback available. They now get the Doom over onto the Razor. BKB popped along with the Stone Gaze from the Medusa. They're trying to run down KP, but he's still tanking up a decent amount. Ajit not going to pop the Metamorphosis. Believes that KP is just straight up dead and will disengage, though they're still thinking about a Regoose here. KP almost brought down. They've also lost the secondary support, and now it's trouble for the Medusa as they pop the Metamorphosis. She took the wrong path around on this fight, but still quite tanky. Butterfly helping out. Blizzy jumps in, gets a 3-man stomp, but the toss back from Moon. They will catch onto Magical. They bring him down to Skadi, slowing down Blizzy, and that is going to be the end of this fight. And we've seen the power of the Terrorblade earlier in this event, and feeling very, very similar in this situation. You take a bad fight against TB, that is 100% guaranteed. Oh, they found Crystallize. Yep, they found him up on the high ground. He does manage to jump down. They're tossing Febby in on top of him. Let's get stunned up, broken, tries to dodge the stun, dodges the damage, but will still be brought down nice and easy. And Moon, he's very a little bit of a slow start. Boogie trying to get some wards down, but does just evade into the fog.
Oh, Ajit.
Yeah, Terrorblade just charging at Chu here. They are channeling up the Fortune's End, so Chu in a little bit of trouble. The rest of the team quite far away, but Moon closing the gap, and Chu, is he actually going to be able to make it inside of the base? They're going to toss forward once again. It's KP straight into the 2 supports. There's no lane of racks here, no tower to protect them, and with 3 heroes dead. Yeah, Blizzy does have the blink now, so could find some kind of a Blink Doom opportunity, but can they actually bring down Ajit? That's the question. Ninja Boogie's there with the save, and I think they just kite backwards now as they also see the Wukong's command coming out. Crystallize is just going to chase forward. They 100% have to kill this Terrorblade or the fight's going to turn out really, really badly for them. And you can see Ajit, he's already turning back around, looking for the fight. Blizzy's the one caught out, and the rest of this team just has to retreat.
They knew exactly where they could be approaching from.
They tried to toss back, but unfortunately jumped straight into the ice path. The rest of MINESKI coming over now. Ajit still very strong. Magical, what can he do? He pops the BKB, just starts auto-attacking into Moon, but KP's there with the Link, making it difficult for Magical to disengage, and he's really not going to do any damage with this full Link duration going. Moon instead just jumps onto Chu, brings him down, and MINESKI looking towards one more lane of racks. The Glyph is going to defend it for a little bit, and they do now have a BKB up on the Monkey King, but what can Crystallize actually do in these fights? They're going to jump in on top of Ajit. Blizzy also buying back. They're making their bid right now. Navi, this is do or die for them. Can they stop the Sunder? They won't be able to. Ajit survives, brings down Blizzy one more time, and MINESKI just looking like one more day at the office for them as they bring down a secondary lane of racks. Just kill after kill after kill.
Magical's doing nothing. He's had all of his damage drained.
Yeah.
Sure, he can pop his ultimate, but they just look away, take the ranged racks, and GG is called by Navi. Clinical game one.
Absolutely clinical Dota. Super important for Navi here. They're down 1 game in the best of 3 up against MINESKI, with Ninja Boogie just juking into the trees, but they're going to find him, and here comes the Shackle. Blizzy can't quite get in position for the auto attacks, though. Get out of the swashbuckle soon, and that is going to be your first blood. Magical getting chased down by Moon here at the mid lane.
Here at the ESL 1 Mumbai, he's built treads.
All right.
Right? Oh,
Another attempt onto KP. Again, maybe just a little bit too tanky, and the RT being in here on the Tiny.
tossing him.
Just tossing him over towards his teammate to ensure that damage. They bring him down, and they look for the +1 onto Crystallize. He has skilled up the ultimate, so he'll be back soon, but they've got an Infernal Blade. They've got a Doom. Can they actually bring him down? Tossing him over onto Misha instead, now looking for that kill. They are getting the sniper involved for this, trying for the turnaround. Both mid laners rotating.
Moon's in deep.
Moon in pretty deep, but he does have the phase boots coming off cooldown in a second. Boogie might be the one who gets caught instead, and the swashbuckle completely whiffing as Boogie will finally be brought down by the Assassinate. Can they also bring down this Tiny? Nice chain stun coming in from the Rolling Thunder. They brought all 3 cores up here.
MINESKI are going to be able to roll over them much sooner. Like, it's a 2,000.
They're looking at KP. He's very tanky, though. 4 heroes here. They do pop down the Will-O-Wisp. Defensive swap brings him further away. Can they actually finish off this kill? He's still tanking, and the rest of the team is turning up. Boogie can save him with the ultimate. This Vanguard plus the Crimson.
I didn't realize we had started.
All right, well, we do actually have the game unpaused at the moment. We're trying at the very least, so hopefully we can get you guys back in there, as we do have a couple of kills coming in for MINESKI. They've got the ward in position, and they're actually instead maybe just going to catch the Wraith King. He TP'd straight in on top of the shrine, and KP and Febby are looking for him. And Doom does come out. The ultimate's on cooldown, so this is only the one life that he's going to get. Ninja Boogie in a little bit of danger. Blizzy has found him in the back line, so 1 for 1 so far. And KP also getting locked down. Crimson Guard going to keep him alive a little bit longer, but Magical and Misha also coming in with the damage, and it's Navi's turn to punish, as they will pick up 2 kills here off of the MINESKI smoke. They know that there's no Doom here, so they can invade their own jungle with 5, go for something, but Magical in a really bad position and just getting auto-attacked down. He will just make it over to the shrine, but it costs him the Will-O-Wisp to save his life. Febby wanting to chase in a bit further to get the sniper kill, but he's overextended, and now they've also caught out the secondary defensive support. Ninja Boogie in some danger, but Blizzy, he's trapped himself inside the trees somewhat, does jump out now. He's getting auto-attacked down. Can he escape? Boogie, they're heading high ground with KP on the front lines. He doesn't really care about the tower shots at all. And Navi not in position for this, really. The sniper isn't even coming back. Thinks about that shackle, but Moon chasing in now. They've still got backdoor protection enabled, actually, and maybe not the best fight for MINESKI to be taking in this situation, but as the Crimson Guard gets popped, Moon becomes so tanky. They will keep him alive with the false promise, and they're just standing there with Ajit. Chu does buy back into the game. They've got the lockdown onto the Medusa, and Magical's laying in with the auto attacks, but KP's found him with the Doom. Pushing back the sniper, though, he still just stands his ground and keeps on auto attacking away. They get the disarm on the Medusa. Saving support still doing their job. KP in an awkward spot as he gets left behind inside of the base, and that's a dominating streak, and move over into the trees. Crystallize still sitting on the front lines, making those blink daggers difficult, and they are looking to catch a bit more as Moon gets caught out by the Will-O-Wisp. Ajit trying to stand his ground and fight, but Crystallize doesn't really care about him all that much, and they bring down the Tiny now, trapping 1 more. It's KP inside of the mass serpent wards. Looks like he is going to be able to run away potentially as Ajit breaks up the fight, but the Assassinate from downtown, Magical finishes that kill. Like they're all playing behind the Medusa at the moment, but they're actually hoping to jump them from the side, get into the back lines, find the sniper, find everybody else. They're going to go for it. They go for Chu first, looking to focus him down. Auto attacks from the low ground. Ajit does find the killing spree, but they are going to lose Moon in the process potentially. They try to defensively swap him out, but Navi slapping MINESKI back, pushing him outside of their base. Magical maybe needing to be a little bit careful. Ajit is coming running towards him. Ninja Boogie is going to put his life on the line just to try and get the Medusa in a good position to kill the sniper, but it's not going to work. He gets pushed back by the Keeper of the Light, and now they've got the lockdown onto Ajit. He's isolated from the team. Mana Shield's not going to do anything for him as he gets shackled up.
Moon's on the front line.
Hoping for that disorganized fight. They've got the vision in the back lines. Going to be looking for something. The sniper a long way over in the middle of his team being protected, and it seems like Navi, they've got some kind of kind of idea of what's going on here. They're going to send Ajit in first. The smoke breaks. They need to just get around the corner. They get through the fog. The Will-O-Wisp has immediately been dropped. They're trying to focus the Medusa first. Can they save her? Yes, they can. They've got the swap out from Febi. Ajit finally gets the BKB off, charges forward into the Will-O-Wisp, and just auto-attacking onto Crystallize. They haven't really activated the sniper just yet, and they found Blizzy in the backlines, but he survived the shield crash. Too much for him. They will bring down Chu, but they're controlling the Medusa. She gets the stone gaze off, so Magical kites away for a little bit, but he's going to come back into the fight soon and starts in with the auto attacks. He's looking for KP as well, trusting his team to bring down Ajit, and they will get both of these kills. They've both got buyback available, but Navi, perfectly executed team fight for them. And the crowd, you're picking a hero really early on in the game and still having a big impact. They aren't going to go for the swap on the sniper. They've got him. Navi, we're not ready for that.
Crystallize as well. He went down that first time.
Oh, Navi. All right, can they actually disengage? They lose the Keeper of the Light pretty much instantly. Crystallize worked down again, close. And it seems like MINESKI, they are making their stand at this point. Mana to support that necessarily, but yeah. I don't even think it's necessarily 3 in 1 fight. Now Crystallize getting gone on, broken up. Misha gonna try and save him. They don't have any help in this area. They do toss him over onto KP, who immediately gets hit by the Abyssal, but KP in a little bit of trouble. They get the first life here out of the Wraith King. Misha dying in the back lines. They do get one Doom over onto a hero, but Febi getting saved by Ninja Boogie. Good defensive play between these two supports. KP jumping up onto the high ground. They found Crystallize once again. Auto-attacking him down. There's no save. Where's the sniper? Finally arrives, doing some damage, but Moon jumping in deep. They keep Crystallize alive with the Glimmer Cape once again. Chu getting the shackle out, but I think he'll be brought down in just a second by the Medusa. They've lost their Keeper of the Light, and they don't have him. He's died back in this fight. And Magical a bit far outside of the base. Just closing the gap on him, pops the Stone Gaze just to keep on chasing forward. They found KP, but where's the damage actually going to come for? Blizzy doing his best. Crystallize and Magical coming back over, but the Doom staying alive, being protected by his team. They've lost the 2 supports now, though, and Navi will find 3 in this fight.
I feel like we need Purge here. Like, welcome to Dota. You suck.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, well, Deuce defending the high ground. It's exciting stuff. Magical, once again, they are going to put down the Master Serpent Wards. Febi with the defensive swap, gets himself back out. KP looks for the opportunity, gets the first Doom out, but he gets immediately CC'd. Another defensive swap. Can they keep him alive? KP gets the BKB off just in time. Crystallize loses his first life. They will manage to bring down the Shadow Shaman. He buys back immediately. Navi committing somewhat for this fight, but they do want to kite backwards, keeping Magical out of harm's way. Moon is looking for something, but Misha kept alive by the Aeon Disc. Moon's getting auto-attack down. Can they keep him alive? They won't be able to, and Blizzy is tearing through everybody with the swashbuckle. That's the triple kill for him. MINESKI buying back into the game. Febi's running for it. He kind of wants it, but
it's a good theory.
Wait, so if he's Lincoln Stand Lotus...
Oh, he's gone deep.
That's trouble. Swap defensively onto Ajit, but he's lost a lot of life already. KP jumped in. He pops the Blade Mail, looking for some kind of an opportunity with the Doom, but there's just too much chance that an Ajit is being controlled on the other side of the fight by Chu, but this is his second life, so he's going to be going down, and that might be it for him in this fight, and potentially even in this game. KP almost dead, limping towards the fountain. Blizzy finishes him off. Ajit hexed once again.
This is the Rapier as well.
Moon's looking for the opportunity. Can they get the Deuce out of here? The Rapier's on the deck.
He picked it back
Ajit
up.
buying back. Crystallize is inside of the fountain. He got tossed in by Moon. He does have his Aghanim Scepter, so he survives for another couple of seconds.
He's going to go down, though.
They lost the melee barracks, but he's dead for 100. They don't quite manage to catch Keeper of Light, but Magical, he's been left out here by himself, by his team. He tried to TP out, but it immediately gets canceled. Moon knows exactly what's going on.
TP.
Magical trying once again. The auto attacks are too much. He's dead, but he does have the buyback.
Blizzy?
Oh, and Blizzy also found by KP inside of the trees. They saw their opportunity. He might actually escape at this point. Has another swashbuckle soon. Into the trees, go for the TP out.
Oh!
Blizzy will manage to escape.
Oh my god.
Sniper buying up the Rapier. True? What is up here? BKB popped, all right. Aeon and the Ghost Scepter going to keep him alive a little bit longer, but
no buyback?
Yeah, he's dead for 100.
Misha going for this Invis rune.
Oh no, not the supports, not like this. Aeon Disc once again popped immediately, going to try for the TP out, but
Jam as well.
Too much damage. MINESKI. Yeah, that's true. The only 2 heroes without level 25 in this game are Febi and Ninja Boogie. Ajit sent up onto the high ground, making quick work of the range Drax. Takes 1 auto attack from the sniper. Just does decent damage, but again, At this point in the game, I don't really know how much the racks matter.
Yeah.
They're waiting for their supports. They need that lockdown. They get the swap. It's on to Crystallize. It's big damage for Moon. He's got an Arcane Rune as well. He's completely controlled. They've lost life number 1 on the Wraith King. They might be able to get him on the second life, but he will blink away. Nicely done. They're controlling them well. Ajit losing a lot of mana, losing a lot of life, being controlled by the Keeper of the Light ultimate, and Blizzy is keeping Febby away on the backlines. That's life number 1. Aegis down. They have doomed up the Pangolier, however, so he's not really going to be doing anything here. Crystallize needing to be careful. Defensive swap away, keeping the Dusa alive. Buyback for the Pango. Ajit just chooses to stand his ground, pop the Stone Gaze, and fight on the high ground, but he's being stunned. He's surrounded by the Master Serpent Wards. Once again, the defensive swap from Febby gets him out of harm's way. Moon is next in the firing line, and he's being caught by the Shackle, looking very dead at this stage, and that is a death with no buyback available. 2 minutes down. KP also caught by Crystallize. He's dead for 2 minutes, and now the Oracle will be joining the rest of his team. And one more. They get the Medusa. Navi have wiped up MINESKI, and they get the GG. Game number 3, we've got Navi going up against MINESKI.
This means more and more fun.
Spin at bottom, Blizzy in some danger. Body blocks as well. Nicely played by Ajit, and that's going to be your first blood.
Something else entirely. That Retaliate really starting to do a lot of work in the bot
trouble
lane.
for KP at top as well, getting caught out. Maybe a blink.
Yeah, I don't mind the blink at all.
They're going for KP. Speaking of him up top, he did get the Heavenly Grace off, so able to run this off somewhat. Pretty tanky, 1400 HP. Febby looking to come in and close this off as Moon also rotating. They split up the supports from the cores and just focus the softest targets first. Go for Chu. Now look towards Misha. Doesn't even have boots or a TP on this Jakiro, and he's just going to get run down, it looks like.
Or is he?
One more stun.
Yeah.
There's no escaping from these two heroes.
So KP doing a little bit of what I thought he might have done in the
they're going for Blizzy at bottom. They have managed to slow him down a little bit. He's got the Stampede. Not willing to use it. TPs are coming in. They're actually looking for the turnaround, but he doesn't land the stomp successfully, though. The creep wave turns up at an unfortunate time, and Ajit overextending perhaps. Cold Embrace can buy him a few more seconds, but Navi are here and ready to go. They were actually smoking on the Shadow Shaman and the Lina. I guess that's why you force it. You stand there and you watch him complete the TP, right? A little bit of lockdown onto this Earthshaker. He's very, very, very close to his Blink Dagger, but Febby is going to get caught here. Wasn't dewarded earlier, so Ajit's charging straight forward. They do see that the Shrine is available, so they need to let them get away from that before they go for the fight. And looks like they should just be able to grab Chu quickly. The Hex is not going to do anything against the Heavenly Grace, and Chu just gets spun down. Yeah, and all they have to do is just sit back with the two supports, right? Yep. Febby at the ready, Ninja Booker ready to go. Moon's just charging in onto Chu, and he's just out of position. There's nothing that they can do to defend him, so that's the Shadow Shaman dead. Crystallize is sitting here trying to aggro the creep wave off with the Radiant Sperm, but they've got the Siege creep also helping them out. Blizzy now jumps in. They look for the Juggernaut first, but there's just too much healing, and they've locked down the Centaur.
Febby behind.
Okay.
Like just so that
again,
there's
the wraparound. Yeah, they want the supports, but Boogie's deep inside the tree. It's going to be difficult to get on top of, and the Echo Slam immediately onto 2. Febby's not going to let them anywhere near Ninja Boogie. Sends them both to their grave, and that is the GG called. It only takes one Echo from Febby, and that is going to be series for MINESKI as they move forward.